Hey people, what's up? You got to check this out.
Have the constitutional right to do that. Having the right to an attorney. Yeah, the constitutional right to an attorney means that you also have the constitutional right to represent yourself. You can do that. But you have to do it according to the rules established, which means the rules of evidence. Do you know those?
I appreciate that. Now,
no, back to my question. Do you know the rules of evidence?
Well, if I could just, I've done a little research and
it's not
in the Constitution.
Okay, amongst the things we will tell you to do is you have to answer the question. The question is, do you know the rules of evidence?
No.
Okay.
Comes now the accused and
Okay, I played that little bit to tell you this little story that I got going on. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but this is what I'm going to apply. Just about this time, I've been buying these law books because they got me on this driving charge while I was traveling. And I put a bid on these books on eBay about the time this trial was going on. And I didn't even know these law of evidence books were in the bid. And I just totally forgot about the bid. It was a 30-day bid. And I opened it up. And I ended up winning the bid. And I didn't know I had any law of evidence books. But when they came, there was law of evidence in there. And so, strangely enough, the judge talked about law of evidence, and these books come to me. And so now I'm going to motion for a dismissal. And because of what I found in the law of evidence, this is how my standing and basis is. Where a lawsuit is involved, there must be a breach of contract or an injured party. The City of Richland has failed to produce either. I know for a fact there is no legal binding contract between the accuser and the accused. Stevens Digest, Law of Evidence, Chapter 13, Burden of Proof, Article 93, page 175. He who affirms must prove. Whoever desires any court to give judgment as to any legal right or liability dependent on the existence or non-existence of facts which he asserts or denies to exist must prove those facts do or do not exist. On May 7, 2007, in order to enhance employment qualifications, I entered into a driver's license contract to lawfully participate in the privilege to drive as a paid profession, the exact intent of a driver's license, in order to legally conduct commerce. Commerce is the only business of the free people's will the government lawfully can regulate. When the terms of the driving contract were due to expire and I had not engaged in the privileges under said contract, I elected to allow the contract to expire and become null and void. The driver's license contract expired January 20th, 2009. No license contract exists. A thing that does not exist cannot be suspended. The fact is, there is no valid contract that will support this frivolous lawsuit. Law of Evidence, Section 8, page 15. Presumptions. In general, presumption may be defined as to be an inference as to the existence of one fact from the existence of some other fact founded upon a previous experience of their connection. The fact is, driving and traveling are two completely different entities. And Section 8, page 23. Presumption of innocence. There is no presumption more highly favored in law than that of innocence. The city, under presumption, claims to have jurisdiction over my living body. I demand proof of such said claim. The city's standing is on the presumption some law exists that can regulate a free people's liberty to locomotion or freedom to travel, which in fact is an unregulable by law activity. In pursuant to the Law of Evidence, Article 96, page 180, the burden of proof as to any particular fact lies on that person who wishes the court to believe in its existence unless it is provided by law that the burden of proving the fact should lie on any particular person. The city must provide the law compelling traveling travelers to beg or solicit for permission through a license by which to lawfully conduct his personal, essential matters, affairs, and or travels. A license. A license is a certificate or the document itself which gives permission. Black's Law, Revised 4th edition, page 1067. And permission, a license to do a thing, an authority to do an act which, without such authority, would have been unlawful. Black's Law, Revised 4th, page 1298. Now, let me just explain something to you. Them roads are my roads. Why do I have to ask permission? I don't have to ask permission. The car and the truck in my driveway are my property. I don't have to ask permission to use my property. The only business that government can regulate in the free man's world is the commerce to use the roads and making money. Travel is a different entity than driving. People, wake up. Let's get together. We can take this country back. Jury nullification. Anybody gets a driving ticket, take it to jury duty. Jury trial, excuse me. And when you get called into jury, be proud. Know that you can stop the tyrants in the government and all the bureaucracy and the bullshit that they're pushing over on the free people. It's time we take our country back, people. I'll let you know how this goes. I'm also going to put all my courts in. I'm trying to figure out how to download them. So you guys have a good day. See you later. This court's coming up Friday. I'll let you know how it goes.